Take two. Okay. Am I talking like a chipmunk now? Hey, am I talking like a chipmunk now? Yay. I don't know what that was all about. I went back and checked my webcam settings and they were all the same. So, you know what I mean? Should have been okay. Okay. I'm going to wait just a minute. See if anybody else comes on. Just a minute, just a minute. And then I got three things to tell you about. Those gremlins. Okay, well, I'll just go because you two are my regulars. They can watch it on the replay, I suppose. Okay. So now I have like a gazillion billion PT appointments to go to. Aunt Kim says, hi, Austin, Boston. He's over here. You see his tail now, but he's playing with a soccer ball. And so today was my second one. And oh boy, let me tell you what. Okay, so basically there's like three things I have to do. You know, I lay on my side with a 1 pound weight in my hand, and I have to do it with the other arm now. I just go out and back. Out, hold it out here for about 5 seconds, but I'm laying on my side. And then the next thing I have to do is go all the way up, laying on my side. And then another thing I do is I get this stick. Let me get my damn stick. I'm a ninja motherfucker now. Sorry, didn't mean to say a bad word. Okay, so I take the stick and I relax this arm. And then I have to push with my other hand. And go. Relax, relax, relax. Go all the way up. But I'm pushing with my left hand. And then I have to just keep this relaxed. And then, see, it gets stuck right there. Anyway, so that's the other thing. Then I have these exercise bands. Oh, yeah, that's a good stretch. So I got these exercise bands. I got a pink one, an orange one, and a green one. So when I'm there, they've got them on brackets. I have to do the stick for 3 minutes, and I have to hold it. When I get to the top, I'm supposed to hold it for like 5 seconds and then come back down. It's just for 3 minutes right now. However many reps I get out of that, I haven't been counting. It's just been doing the best I can to get it up and down. I mean, once I'm past okay, so like using this arm for an example. And this, you know, the arm is relaxed. So I'm just pushing. You know, I'm pushing with my left hand and letting this one just relax just to get the stretch in here, right? So that doesn't bother me. It's just when I have to lift it on my own, you know, this is my good arm. When I have to lift it on my own, I get caught like right here. But then if I can get what I've been doing, okay, where are you at? Okay, he's under me now. I can do this and bring it up. I'm stuck right there. Anyway, if I fold this and like I can come forward with it, and then I can move it out, and then I can come up. But the whole idea is I've got to keep, my thumb up, and then like come down on my own, and I'm okay until I get to right there. And then it like shoots right down here and shoots in the back. I'm like, anyway, that's a big old whiny baby there until a guy who had been in an accident, he comes strutting around the corner, and he's strapped to a walker. He's got on 2 leg braces. He's got a thing around him to where they're holding on to him in the back. He's got a walker, and lady's right behind him with a wheelchair in case he falls. He's paralyzed all the way up to here. And he's out there with, getting used to his braces and stuff like that. And they said that now he's only paralyzed to like up just below the hips. So he was like fully paralyzed. I said, what are you doing? And yeah. So when I saw him tooling around the corner, and here I am laying on this bed on my side, trying to raise my arm up, and people, I am in tears. It hurt so much, and I had to just try to keep pushing through it until I couldn't do it anymore. And I was just, I'm laying on the side of the bed there, and I just have tears just rolling down my face, rolling down. I mean, man, it was. And then here he comes around the corner, and I'm looking at him, and I'm thinking, here I am, a big old whiny baby, and look at him go, suck it up, Cathy, just suck it up. And so, I kept going. I kept going and going and going, and it hurt like hell. But I figured, you know what? If he can do that, I can work through this. And then Dave, my therapist, told me, I'm just crying thinking about it. My therapist told me, he says, Cathy, you're going to be so sore. It's going to be 8 months. 8 months, he tells me. He says, it's going to be 8 months until you can use this and then not even remember you had a problem. I'm like, that's not what the doc says. He goes, I know more about this than the doc does. And so he told me 8 months. No, my insurance don't pay for 8 months of PT, y'all. I got to knock this crap out. And well, I get, what is it? I think I get like 1,190 hours, 1,190 hours a year on my PT, or is it 1,911? I forget. It seems to be a lot, but so he said 8 months. I'm like, But that guy, I didn't get to see him when he first came into PT. But he had leg braces with the metal hinges going all the way up to his hips, and he was out there and he was walking around the perimeter of the thing like a boss. I mean, like a boss. And I'm thinking, wow, and here I am sitting here just face rolling in tears because of this little thing right here, in comparison to what he's been through. I just like, suck it up, Cathy, come on, that doesn't make it not hurt. But, so, man, so I've had PT before. I had PT last year. I had all that. But today was the first day that it was OMG painful. And it was a rough day at PT for me. And it's only, oh God, yeah, I'm sure he did cry at first too, Kim. And so, I thought I was doing okay, all things considered. I'm thinking, well, see, I got my elbow bent up and I can do this. It's just when I straighten my arm out, and then he tells me I got to put my thumb up and then go do it, because it's like, I forget the two muscles. He said, when you put your thumb up and your arms out, it engages a different muscle in addition to the one you're working up here. And anyway, that thumbs up business was like, whew, what a mess. So anyway, there's a couple things other than that. I'm over my whining about PT, but oh boy, let me tell you, roughest day in the last 2 years of PT, today kicked my behind. And he wanted me to quit. He's like, okay, we've had enough. I'm like, no, damn it. If he can do that, I'm doing this, and let's go. And I had put Bengay on my shoulder before I left. And then I go in there, and what the first thing he does is he takes my arm while it's all relaxed, and he wiggles it, and he does it, and he's standing right beside me, and he's pulling on my arm. Now, I'm not supposed to flex a muscle, or I'm not supposed to do any of that, right? Just relax, just relax, just relax. And so he's standing next to me, and he's got hold of my forearm. You can see the blood vessels coming up to the top of my skin there. That's from him grabbing my arm and pulling and pulling. I'm like, damn, Dave. Well, that's not true. That's not true. This is my right arm. This is for me. This is for me bracing against the side of the wall. But anyway, so so anyhow, that's enough PT talk, I think. Anyway, y'all got any questions about PT? Anybody got any questions about this shoulder PT thing? Oh, these initial exercises that I'm doing, that's just the beginning. That's just baby stuff right there. We're going to be cranking it down a little more further down the road. Any questions about PT? Now I'll move on to the next topic. There's a little delay between. Okay. I don't see any questions. If I do, I'll come back. Okay. So thanks, Kim. I've been checking out the prices, for Turnstone, because my insurance. Man, they've got a warm therapy pool there too. I can't afford that. Everything, I looked at the Y. With my income, I still had to pay $27 a month to go to the Y. And I just, I'm just not in a position to where I can do that. Because I don't even know what my electric bills are going to be. You know what I'm saying? Oh, gosh. Torn rotator cuffs. See, I didn't have any tears. I am blessed. I had no tears. I had, none of that. But you see that last video where I showed you like the bone spurs? I'm telling you, it still feels like something's dragging up in here. And, I did ask him, you see that in the video while he's showing me stuff. I said, what about the bone spurs? And then he says, oh, these pictures aren't really don't give any indication. Well, then, then I get home and I look at the video because I want to show it to you guys. And then I see those two big gnarly damn bone spurs. And now I'm thinking in the back of my head, did he get them? Did he go behind that and get those two? Because there was one on top and one underneath. Did he get them? Because that picture still shows that it's still there. And so I'm going to call them tomorrow. I'm going to call him tomorrow, and I'm going to say, look at those pictures again. Because I asked him, and he did not tell me, yeah, I got them. He just said, these pictures don't give you any indication. And then I saw this bone spurs. I'm like, because I'm telling you right now, if he doesn't remember, because I didn't read it I read the surgical report. I read that to y'all too back then, way back when I had it. And it said that he took some bone spurs out, but then on that film I'm still seeing 2. So if he didn't or cannot definitively answer me, did he get those 2 that I still saw in that film? And you saw them too. Can't miss them. Big gnarly mothers. I'm gonna say, let's go and get rid of this. Let's do it. Just get rid of it. If I have to go back in there and for him to take them 2 out, let's do it. Because I'm sitting here at PT and I am, I'm trying to work really hard. And if those 2 mothers are still in there, it's still going to be scruffing and rubbing, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to ask tomorrow. Anyway, let's see. What's your comments? Yeah, the pool at Turnstone is heavenly, Kim. You're right about that. 90 degrees, just like the pool at Indiana Fort Wayne Ortho. And I'm sure after I get to a certain point in this therapy, he's going to probably order me pool therapy too, so I can move it and, run through the water like in a stroking motion. Hey, thanks, Betty. You can't win if you don't enter. Okay, well, let me tell you something I learned. Okay, I forget whose video it was I was watching. Somebody I'm subscribed to. It's either like Sears Vegan Kitchen or, somebody with a fancy channel. Not anybody like me. Anyway, they're talking about black salt. And I've heard a lot how black salt tastes like, if you put it on tofu, it tastes just like an egg. And I'm thinking, yeah, right. Well, anyway, so on Amazon, I found this. Is that backwards for y'all? That's going to make me so mad. It's backwards, isn't it? Daggone it. Anyway, it's Spice World black salt. And it was only $2 and change. And it's for 3.5 ounces. Now, it's not backwards for you? Okay, good. It's backwards for me. So it was only $2 and change. It wasn't much. So I got 2 of them, and let me show it to you. Hold on. What's him doing, boy? Okay, so I got a salt box. That's what. Wait a minute, my arm. Ugh. Now I took this blue thing out of one of my medicine bottles because it keeps it drier. It's kind of humid in my house. But this is what it looks like. It's really, 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 really fine. And when you just taste it, man, hard-boiled eggs. It tastes just like a hard-boiled egg, y'all, with salt on it. It does. I am not kidding you. Would not lie to you. But that's what it looks like. It's really fine ground. It comes in 3. Now this is like 3.5 ounces in a salt box. Really, really fine. So I hope you can see that okay. But those aren't pellets. That's just it's just really, 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 really fine. Okay. So if you have a salt box like I do, it'll fill you up like that, but not enough. I mean, 2 of these aren't. 2 wouldn't fit in a salt box, in a normal size salt box. And I used to keep dried like basil and stuff like that, and then I hadn't used that salt box in forever. But anyway, so what I did, I'm thinking, How can I like invite my brother over and fake him out for breakfast? How can I do that? So I guess it was 2 days ago now. What I did is I took, just a regular package of tofu, and I got as much water out of it as you never heard of a salt box? Really? Oh, please. Anyway, it's great. Because you don't want other salt anyway. It's a good thing to have. So I got the cube and I squeezed some water out of the tofu, and I squeezed all the water out of the tofu because eggs, after you scramble them up, they're still a little. I mean, I don't like dry scramble my eggs. When I did, I kind of liked them just a little wet still. So what I did was I took out my food processor. I was going to use my little one that came with my immersion stick, but a whole block of tofu or even a half a block of tofu wouldn't fit in there. So anyway, I got my regular food processor out, and I I cut half of a package of tofu, cut it in half, and then I broke a half of one in half, and then put it in there, and I just pulsed it a little bit, probably maybe 3 times, 4 times max. And then so now you got like something that looked like scrambled eggs or scrambled egg whites. You know what I'm saying? Like a hard boiled egg. Take that out. That's what it looked like. I know it was tofu, but that's what it looked like. Okay, so then I just got a bowl, and I put that in it, and then I took that little bit of powder, a little dab will do you on that. So I just put, let's see if I can maybe demonstrate. Okay. So a half a block of tofu, maybe that much. I mean, just a little itty bitty bit. And then in that bowl, I put more water in, right? And then I just stir it all up. So, man, it tastes like eggs. I am not lying. And so I let that tofu sit back in the water, with that little bit dab of salt in it. And then I put the other half of the tofu block in the food processor, pulsed it 2, 3, 4 times, whatever, to get the right consistency and stuff. And because, when you scrambled eggs, you got the yellow part and you've got the white part, so I'm going to keep those separate. This is test. I'm testing this out. Okay, so I don't know. I'll let that sit probably, in the water. I'll probably let it sit about an hour in the fridge, And then so I brought it out. I drained the water off. I didn't squeeze or nothing. I just got the extra water off. And then I got my pan out, got my nonstick pan out, and turned on the heat and let the pan heat up first. Now remember, I still got wet tofu. I mean, not soggy wet, but wet tofu. So in that brief time while the pan was heating up, I got my nutritional yeast and my turmeric out of the cabinet. And then, I have drained the salty or, the eggy tofu. And then I sprinkled nutritional yeast in there. And then I put a little bit of turmeric in there, for inflammation. And then I stir it up, and then it's yellow. Dark yellow, like a healthy egg yolk would look, right? And then then the pan's hot, and then I dumped both of them in at one time. And then so now I've got the white tofu on one side. I've got the yellow tofu on the other side of the pan. They're doing side by side. After they cooked a little bit, and I stirred them around, parallel. And then after it looked like that was good and done and heated through good, then I mixed it all together. And y'all, it looked like damn scrambled eggs. I kid you not. I kid you not. I could have faked my brother out like big time. Big time. He'd have never known. Ever, never, never known. Yorak? Is that right? Oh, ha. Okay. Well, that's one right there. Okay. Let's just take care of that right now. Okay. Ta-ta. Okay. So we'll get him there. Okay. So that guy is now forever hidden from our channel because he wanted to be what his name was. Okay. Vegan Zombie recently did about, Vegan Zombie's cholesterol wasn't it high? I forget. He's so healthy. Kim Oldfield says, you might want to go check out Vegan Zombie. He recently did a video about his cholesterol, and he's been vegan for 20 some years. I know. Yeah, well, he eats crap. He eats, so do I. I mean, come on, let's just. And so I think I saw that. And his cholesterol was like super high, wasn't it? And his HDL was high. Am I right, Kim Oldfield? Am I remembering that right? It was one of those. Yeah. Okay, she says it's not anymore, but it's still not good. But he eats all those vegan pizzas. He gets those snacks from Vegan Cuts, a box every month, and it's all just crap. The vegan chips and the vegan, but the boy, the guy, he works out. He's not a boy. He works out really, he's lean and fit and healthy and all of that. And then his cholesterol was higher than mine. Mine was 200. This was over 200. And so now he's gone like no oil, plant-based nutrition. Yeah, if you go to Vegan Zombie, the Vegan Zombie channel here on YouTube, follow him because he's in autocorrect mode now. So, yeah. So, anyway, I wanted to tell you about this. And, of course, if you're hypertensive, it's still salt. It just has a sulfury taste to it. So, I'm serious when I tell you that this, you will never know the difference. Just like I described it, and Betty does the same thing. The key to faking anybody out is to make sure you don't mix that yellow and the white together until after it's been browned and seared and stuff. And and then that way the colors won't mix, quite so much. But that's like tip number 1 that I did. I was totally blown away with. And I like bacon bits. They're vegan, and they're made from soy. I didn't know that until 6 months ago. And then so what I did was, after I fixed the tofu, I put shredded potatoes in the pan and added some water, to get the scrapings out from the bottom, and then shredded the potato with onions. And then just before they were done, not while they were cooking, but I flipped once. I let it sit there until that side was like brown, so it would come out like a whole piece. Then I put the big flipper on it and I flipped it over, and then I sprinkled just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit of bacon bits in there. And so when I had my breakfast, of course, I had broccoli. I had broccoli with my breakfast. I have been doing that a lot lately. But it tasted like I was having eggs and bacon and potatoes. Just the flavor. I'm like, man, holy guacamole. Did not have guacamole. But that's a tip I did. Now, I got another tip for you. Now, it's been raining a lot here in Fort Wayne, and I've been using this product for, gosh, I don't know. My mom used a form of this. I don't know if it's the exact. I don't think it's probably the same brand, but we grew up in North Carolina on the beach, on the coast, and in Wilmington, North Carolina, and so humid there all the time. She would use this in our closets, or a different company. There was something like this all those years ago. Anyway, and so I had to end up 2 days ago. I go in my closet to pull some clothes out, and it smelled like mold in my closet. And so I am now having to wash all of the clothes in my closet to get the mold out. So because I'm with COPD, I'm real sensitive. You don't want mold in your bedroom. So pull everything out and start washing those clothes, all of them again. And then I went over to Menards and bought this. This, hang it in your closet, will take the moisture and keep the mold away from your closet. It absorbs all of the moisture in your closet, and that keeps the mold from forming. It comes in all kinds of different flavors. I got the fresh scent. It comes with lavender and other stuff, citrus or whatever, but I just like the fresh scent. I mean, it's not a strong scent, but it does remove the moisture in your closet. And if you're like me, make sure once you get if your closet's kind of smelling like that and things are smelling moldy, when you pull all your clothes out like that, make sure to check your baseboards, scrub that mold off with bleach. Get it out of your house, get it out of just get it out of there. And then when you're drying your clothes, make sure that your clothes are completely dry, not damp at all when you hang them back up in your closet. But what happens if you've never used anything like this is like this bag right here has like crystals in it. And the crystals absorb the moisture. And then it collects in the bottom here in this bag. And then after all the crystals are gone here, you can just discard it. And this is a 3-pack. I got it at Menards for $7.47. And one bag, well, it depends on how moisture your closet is or room that you want to use this in. This would be great for basements too. I would say about a month, one bag a month. So that's just other tips I wanted to share with you. PT, black salt, damp rid. Oh, and those gnat sticks that Tiffany got me. I've seen one gnat in 3 days. Oh my gosh. So anyway, they work fabulous. And when they're out of the bag, this is what they look like. That's what they look like when they're out of the bag. I keep one right here by my desk because they like to hover around here for some reason. But anyway, that's all I've got for today. Hope all y'all are doing well. And I want to thank Kim and Betty for stopping in. And then, is that the kind you could set out in the sun to dry out so you can use them again? Oh, the damp rid? They have different kind of containers. They have, I just like the one that hangs up in the closet, but they have different forms of these that comes in a jar or comes in they have different manifestations of this product in the store. You pick what works best for you. I'm not familiar with the one that you hang out in the sun to dry out so you can use them again. I don't think these are refillable hangers. It says replace when all the white crystals have dissolved. This is not refillable. They do have some refillable, I believe. I have seen that because you can buy just a bag of crystals. So I know that's true. I know that can happen. But anyway, so what's been going on with you guys? Tell me been going on with you. We'll keep it brief and then I'll go. I know it's kind of late at night. Well, it's 9:34 here, so everybody doing all right? I'm so sorry that other guy or whoever that is. See, he thought he was cute to say pronounce his name, and then you know. Why people got to be jerks? You know, the only people that get notifications that I'm even live are my subscribers. Why would one of my subscribers come up and want to be ugly like that? Why is that even necessary? I do not understand. I just do not understand it. It's got to be one in every crowd, right? Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, so I've reported him. Okay, oh, your friend is still visiting you, Betty? That's awesome. I hope you're having a good time. It's nice to see friends you haven't seen in all those times. I would love to go back to Wilmington sometime and see all of my friends that I went to school. I mean, people change. Everybody's different, but it would just be nice to say hello to them and give them a hug and, again. But next time I go home, I'll probably be in a box. Oh, okay, good. She's still staying for a little while. That's outstanding. Hope y'all don't get on each other's nerves because you know how sometimes company can be. I have a 4-day rule. I love company. 4 days. See ya. Have a good day. Except for my son, of course. He can stay as long as he wants to. If he ever comes and sees me again, which, I doubt. But anyway, I love you all. Kim Carey, I hope you're doing good and having some improvement on your side of the fence. Kim Oldfield, how you been doing? I don't know. Well, there's 3 of you here still. I hope y'all are doing okay. But I just wanted to maybe come on here live because to sit at a computer and edit video and hunch over and have to do all that with the mouse wasn't in the cards for me today. Probably not tomorrow. So I'm trying to get Patty over here Saturday at least to do another old people video. We passed each other on the road today, so I don't know where she was going. I was coming back from PT. Oh, okay, so good. Betty gets along with her friends, and she don't mind how long she stays. I know. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Love you all. I want you all to have a good evening. I hope you have a dry weekend. We've still got rain. It's raining really heavy at my house right now, and I'm gonna be continuing on, and so I'm still gonna be. I'll be night. Bye bye.